Hi guys, welcome back to another video of Irish Footy Vlogs. This is the First Division playoff final preview where Athlone Town will take on Bray Wanderers at Dalymount Park 4 p.m. this Saturday. Delighted to welcome Sean McLaughlin onto the show, who's an Athlone Town fan and I think that's a scarf you have, I believe, is it?
That's a scarf. I stole it freshly from my son. Uh, so yeah, he was only too happy to lend it to me for my streaming debut.
Has to be done. Yeah, best of luck in your debut. Owen Ellis, obviously Bray Wanderers fan as well. How are you getting on?
I know. Oh, good, yeah. Little nervy going into Saturday, but we're
Oh,
fine.
you'll be grand. All you have to do is talk about Bray Wanderers, and your knowledge of Bray Wanderers is brilliant anyway. So we'll get
Oh,
into it
so,
anyway. Sean, Athlone Town obviously had a win the semi-finals against Wexford FC. They won 1-0 on aggregate. I actually did a preview for the semi-finals as well.
I
And
watched it.
first of all, I was wrong because I said Wexford would win. But second of all, the biggest thing for me that shocked me was there was only one goal in the whole
Yeah,
tie. Bit of nerves, you think, maybe came into it there? Because teams that generally hit the back of the net regularly and maybe would concede a few as well.
yeah, you're right. Yeah, I felt that it was two teams who were trying not to lose the game.
Mm,
Um, I really felt that they were both kind of just waiting to see what would happen, and then the last 10 minutes then turned into a panic station set in for both teams really. One trying to score, one trying to keep them out.
yeah.
But yeah, I felt like over the two legs, I felt like it was a game and a half of two teams who wanted to just keep it tight and not lose the game.
Yeah, I'm just looking at the back of your head and your right hand side, and I hope for your point of view that isn't a bad omen for Athlone, but I'm pretty sure that's a skeleton.
Yeah, I mean this is where I have all my Halloween decorations.
So I hope that's not a bad omen as far as you're concerned. But
That's
over
that's Dean Evans' left leg. That is.
where's his right leg? That's the question. But actually, Dean Eve, yeah, I mean, he's been excellent for Athlone in fairness this season, and it's the top scorer in the first division. He's been very good, hasn't he?
Yeah, he really has. And it's unusual to see a player score so many goals and also work so hard for the team. I always call Dean Ebe the world's first box to box striker. Um, he's been a great addition to the team, and he's a real fan favorite as well because, as I said, I've never seen a striker work so hard. Like he is up and down all day, and yeah, yeah, he's had a really good season.
Mm. Owen, Bray Wanderers, two legs obviously win against UCD, and they did go in as the underdogs. Out of the two ties, to be honest, the one I felt more confident with, to be honest, was probably UCD beating Bray. But again, I didn't think there was much between the teams actually going into the playoffs, to be honest with you. But impressive win at the Carlisle when they won 2-0. But even away from home, in the second leg, it was a different kind of. I know UCD won 1-0 in the end, but I thought Bray defended brilliantly in that game because UCD did put them under pressure for parts of the game. I thought the two centre backs were outstanding for Bray, and obviously the goalkeeper Corcoran. But
yeah,
overall, very satisfying for Bray to get through that tie, wasn't it?
yeah, very satisfying. More in the three games, if there's always going to be a winner with UCD, and it's 0-0. And then when we played them in August, 1-1, UCD were kind of like pushing on and stuff like we could have got the win. But yeah, that's where we really were going. We got good defenders, but we've always seemed to concede key goals, and I think that's the same with Athlone and Westford going to playoffs. So to see us be so defensively solid is was very satisfying, and I didn't feel like we were under any major threat. We dealt with what UCD came out of. There was three the set pieces where UCD were really causing the most trouble, and then at the end of the game, you just kind of have to go and excited at the men as well. Like a repeat of the opening day where UCD had 10 men trying to defend a 2-0 lead against us. We get a goal, and then they had to defend for their lines at the end. It was like switched around, and we did that excellently. Everyone to the man was fantastic. Going forward, Christian was very good. Guillermo, obviously, they just put in the work. They're workhorses as well. Yeah, I probably deserve to win.
Mm.
But, no, I wouldn't say like fully comfortable, but comfortable. one win and argue with 10 men as you can get.
Yeah, I suppose the game, Sean, at the weekends, obviously in a neutral venue, Dalymount Park. I suppose Athlone or Bray wouldn't be used to playing on that pitch, but it is a grass pitch, I suppose. Athlone more used to obviously playing on the artificial surface, but in terms of their home games, obviously. But do you think the occasion, like, it's going to be an occasion, like, I don't know how big of a crowd will be there, but obviously there will be a decent crowd. I fancy a few neutrals might go to that game too, to be honest with you. But do you think Athlone are well set up to play in an occasion like that?
I think so. Yeah. I think with Dario as the manager, he's quite pragmatic. He won't oversell it with the players. I mean, you're not going to see Athlone Town players going out with, G'd up with their heart in their sleeve and throwing in, silly tackles and stuff like that. We'll play like we have done. A lot of the time we let the game come to us. We try not to make silly mistakes. That doesn't happen. It doesn't work all the time. I mean, we make as many as any team. But I think when we get it right, we are very, very difficult to break down. We're quite comfortable with teams who try and get the ball down and play. As we've seen, our results against Cork City this season are great. Our results against UCD have been pretty good as anyone, I would suggest. And it's more so when we come up against the teams who like to really get physical and to really kind of get in our face, then that we can struggle at times. But
would you say Bray are a little bit like that at times? They can be a bit dogged, let's say.
Yeah, well, I think that's one of the reasons why Bray have a strong record against us this season. So did Wexford as well. Look, we've dealt with Treaty well. We've dealt with different teams well at certain times. It's just that I felt that at times this season, whenever we have struggled, it's been against the really physical kind of, putting the ball in the box sort of teams. But as I said, if we can go out, make no mistakes, get the ball down, play our game, I don't think you're going to see fireworks. I think you're going to see a well-organised team, two well-organised teams, to be fair. Bray, very good defensively all season, especially since the summer break. I think they brought in a couple of lads back who have done very well. So, I think it's two teams. I think it might be very similar to the semi-finals. Two teams who don't want to go in and do anything silly and lose the game in the first half, And then, we'll see what happens then in the second half, hopefully, with us coming out on top.
Owen, who would you see as, if you had to pick three key players for Bray, who would you pick?
McGarrison, definitely. He's and he's obviously goal very well in the second leg, not just in the first leg as well. It's a fantastic team goal. What team as well, like on an individual team, like individual standing out, might be that time, but Shane Griffin as well, Guillermo Amaral has caught fire as well as in the second half of the season, and then Harry Groom's been consistent centre mid, centre backs. I mean, consistent since the summer break. So I wouldn't really be picking individuals, but McGarrett, the likes of Garrison, Griffin, what the down.
Yeah, no, he's been good actually. McGarrison as well. Actually, he was a good player a couple of years ago, but he had some bad injuries, so it's kind of it's taken him some horrible injuries actually. So it's taken him a while to get into it. But key players for you, Sean, from an Athlone perspective.
Yeah, I always say that as a team, we're kind of better than the sum of our parts. But certainly Gideon Tete has been absolutely on fire for us. He's been electric this season. And whenever he gets the ball to feet, you can see teams have started to really kind of suss it out a little bit, and they double up on him. They even put three men out there on him with one of the centre midfield. I know Boyle was for Wexford in the first leg was very, very aware of when Gideon got the ball to get back in and cover him off, and he was suspended for the second leg, so that helped us out a little bit there. But I think definitely Gideon Tete has been electric. I think, as you said, Dean Ebbe is the top goal scorer in the league, and he works so hard. He'll be definitely looking to get on the end of anything we have. Attacking wise, then I'd say Leo Gaxa is a quality footballer. And actually, I was surprised when he came in with how hard he works. I didn't realise he was I knew he was a tidy footballer,
Mm-hmm.
but he works his socks off, and that's a great thing, you know. Then obviously at the back we've got Dylan Hand, who's very strong. Noah Van Geenan, I think, is suspended for the final, but we have cover there as well. So I'd say those 3 or 4 would be key to whatever we're going to do.
Yeah. Owen, how are Bray Wanderers going to win this particular game and earn the right to play Drogheda United?
Oh, this is going to be this one's going to be I say it's going to be guaranteed at the time. It's just going to be very tight. The 4 games between us have been tight all year. Like the 2-1-0s we won as well. They were very tight games. Sloan looked very threatening, so it's going to be a tough grind. Defensively, both sides have been very good. Like Athlone don't compete to Western in 2 legs. That's very difficult. As you see, the second top scorers behind Cork City. We were third, so it's going to be like with individuals. It could be down to a penalty and 4 penalties. Like, he's terrorized from last time out. So it's going to be down to on the day. It's the 2 points better.
Yeah,
It's going to be very tight.
Yeah, Sean, how are Athlone going to win it? I mean, this could easily go to all the way, to be honest, couldn't it? It's one of them, I think.
Yeah, it is. Look, as he said there, the games between us have been very tight. There was a 3-0 win for Bray at the start of the season where there was an early sending off for Dylan Hand. But other than that, it's been very tight between the 2 teams. I know that we certainly won't be taking Bray for granted at all. And yeah, I think it's going to be down to a bounce of the ball, a decision, a moment of magic. Just, you know, it's going to be one of those tight games, I would suggest. And yeah, I think the way Athlone are going to win it is by just making less mistakes. I think if we make less mistakes than Bray on the day, then we can get our more creative players into the game and go from there. But as I said, we sometimes struggle with the physicality, and Megerson up front is as physical as they come. As you were saying, he's really good. He's played well this season. He's done very well with Bray. So yeah, as I said, it'll be down to bounce the ball, a moment of magic or a mistake.
Yeah. Owen, how are you calling it? You're surely confident Bray are going to win, are you?
Yeah, 1-0, 1-0. 1-0, McGarrett's just going to poke in at the back post, and like it's going to be one of those goals, or it could be a set piece. Like, 1-0, I'm just going to go 1-0, and then McGarrett's goal.
Brilliant stuff. Sean, how are you calling it?
Well, obviously I'll have to go the other way, but I'd say there might be 1 or 2 goals, and I'd say it'll be 2-1 maybe to Athlone Town. But as I said, you know, everything's going to have to go right for whoever wins it on the day, and yeah, I take a dirty 0 or 1-0 win in extra time, no problem. I take it. You kind of, when you get to the final, you take whatever you can get. But I'd say that there'll be a few nerves as well. I'd say a 2-1 win for Athlone would be great.
Right. I'll go for a 1-0 Athlone, Kyle Robinson winner. So that means Bray are definitely going to win, by the way, judging by my predictions. Semi-finals. So sorry about that, Sean. We'll leave it there, guys. Thanks for coming on. That was brilliant. So fair play to both of you guys at home. Let us know what you think in the comments. Throw us a prediction and subscribe to the channel. Thanks a million. Thanks, lads.